Welcome to my YouTube. I'm Tyrone Nelson, the distributor for Inspire Network. And I just decided to do a short demo just to show you why, one, women should wear tampons, and two, my sanitary napkins are the best in the world. So actually, the first thing I do is I'll start off with tampon, and of course, any of the women know exactly what that is. Tampon, Super Plus, best one you can get, supposedly. So they say whatever. I don't know. I don't wear them. But anyway, what I have here is 2 ounces of water. I have to put a little red dye in it to give you the full effect, of course. And I just want you to know that, first of all, these tampons, which women love so much. You know, because there's some women I've talked to about my past, and first thing they say, oh, well, I'm a tampon girl, I'm sorry. Well, let's talk about your tampon girl. Number one, first of all, if anybody can see, I want you to get a close look at this. And let me turn it the other way. Maybe you can see about how much water there. Maybe a little bit over 2 ounces. But what I'm going to show you is that your tampon doesn't really absorb much. So when I drop it in here, we're just going to count to 5. I'll pull it back out. So let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. After 5 seconds, your tampon is completely absorbed. So once it goes into your body, you're thinking that, oh, my tampons work so good and they're absorbing so well, you know, that's why I don't leak. No, it's actually full 5 seconds after going inside of you. But what happens is your tampon actually contours to your body, which stops the leaking from around the sides. But of course, you apply a little pressure to it, and bow, you have spillage, which is why most women also have to wear sanitary napkins with the tampon. But that's really not the biggest reason. The biggest reason is, of course, toxic shock syndrome. Pretty much everybody knows about it. You've all heard about toxic shock syndrome. Toxic shock syndrome is caused because of the fact that the tampon that's inserted up in you, it clogs the woman up. So because it's inserted up in you, what happens is it stops something that's supposed to be flowing, which creates a buildup of bad bacteria. That buildup of bad bacteria also creates staph in the woman's body. There's another long scientific word for it. You can look it up on WebMD. I can't pronounce it at the moment. But anyway, it creates staph in the body. And it's the buildup of the staph that actually creates the toxic shock syndrome. And the tampon being inserted in the woman is what speeds up the process. That's how that actually happens. But I also want to explain to you that with the toxins and the sprays and everything else that's on the cotton for the tampon, what happens is it has a tea bag effect. Now what I mean by that, I'm going to just show that to you right now by actually showing you here. I have a cup with a tea bag in it. And I know right now you can see that the water is like really cloudy. So this is what happens with the pesticides and everything that's on the cotton and the tampon. What happens is, once it's inserted in you, the liquid is all around it, just like the liquid is completely around this tea bag, and it's submerged in it. So what happens is, because nothing is flowing out of you, your warm blood, that liquid that's surrounding that tampon, at that point simply just pulls the toxins out of the tampon into your body, which in turn would create horrible cramps, cervical cancers, all these different types of cancers because the stuff is getting into your bloodstream. That's the same thing that happens with the tea bag. It's completely submerged and surrounded in liquid. Everything that's in it comes out. The only difference is you can see it better in here because it's clear. You just can't see it in your blood when it comes out of you. That's the difference. It has a tea bag effect. And everything in there comes out in you. That is reasons why you definitely should not be wearing tampons. So for my tampon girls, I'm sorry. But also here, I have a Cherish overnight. You know, for those of you who don't know how well you can see it. Actually, the best sanitary napkins that's not on the market. And yes, you heard me say overnight, but you can also see that this is very thin, extremely thin. So, and is known to hold up to 300 times its weight. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually taking it loose, which isn't the easiest because it's not, unlike other sanitary napkins, it's not open already. So I'm gonna open it and actually take it up out of the packing. And I'm gonna kind of break it down for you. I mean, one of the things I really want to talk about the most that I absolutely enjoy is our negative ion strip. The health benefits of our negative ion strip is absolutely amazing. So let me just take all of this paper off of here so I can get it open for you. And I'll just kind of put this down here real quick. But I'm actually not even going to pour anything on it. I'm going to actually open it up, take it loose before pouring anything on it. And because I'm quite sure most of you have already seen other demonstrations with the comparison to the other sanitary napkins and all the liquid that's being poured on it. So you already know that it holds pretty well. You know, but I want you to see something also that a lot of times you may not necessarily see. If I could actually get it to loose here. Try to make life easy for myself. So this should be a little easier to take this off now. All right. I'm trying to be gentle. Have a bad habit of being rough sometimes, so let me be a little easy. So I'll get this top layer off for you and show you just how soft it is, how thin it is. Amazingly thin. It's extremely soft. I mean, and it's made this way to feel great against your womanly parts, of course. And this is the amazing negative ion strip, which I'm actually get back to in a few minutes. But what I want to do first is actually show you how thin, which I can just actually pull out here. I want to show you how thin our absorbency system is. This little, let me see, I should be able to take it all the way off. Can I? Well, I'll tear it up first. This little thin thing right here, this is our absorbency system. And I know you're looking like, wow, that is small. Right, but I want to show you something more amazing than that. I'm just wrap it in this little piece that it came off, that it was sticking to. I'm just kind of roll it up a little. And what I want you to see here is a cup of water. It's literally at a cup. And I'm going to just take my absorbency system and I'm going to just submerge it down into that cup. All the way down to the bottom. Dry my hands a little. Now, while that's there, what I like to do is get back here to the negative ion strip. If you take your time, you can go to my page, QuietStormsHealthyWoman.com, and hit the Shop Now button, and it's going to take you to my Shop My Cherish Now page. There are numerous, a whole lot, maybe I'll say it that way, of testimonials about this. And what this little negative ion strip does, there's also a short video on my page that explains to you what negative ions are, where they're from, exactly what they do. But a lot of women say that because of this one little strip that is in the sanitary napkin, that has helped to reduce their cramps, that has gotten rid of the odor that they typically smell during their cycles, that it helps with the pH balance. I mean, it does so much. It's just absolutely amazing. I mean, and it's like also, which as you can see, the adhesive here, is like amazing. It's stuck to the table. But the best part about that is, as you can see, we don't have plastic bags. Unlike our leading competitors, this is how thin the bottom of our sanitary napkins are. Because we're not putting women in plastic bags. Because we all know that if you put anything in a plastic bag that can't breathe, after a while it's going to stink. Because of the simple fact of bad bacteria that's also built up, which creates such a horrible odor. But I want to pull this up and get all this trash up. Trying to clean up behind myself just a little bit. And I don't know how long that's been in here. Hopefully somebody knows. But one thing I like to show you is that very, very thin piece of absorbency system I showed you is absolutely amazing. Look at the bottom of that. There's nothing in there. Literally, not a drop will come out. That's what I want to show you. So, when you switch to Cherish, one, as you can see, the best absorbency in the world. Number two, the amazing negative ion strip, the healthiest pad in the world. Number three is only at $5. So for $5, you get the healthiest pad in the world with the best absorbency and absolutely no toxic shock syndrome. Thank you for watching my channel. I have more videos coming later.